everyone. So I have been away for a few weeks just because I've been super busy at work, but I am back because I've had my first YouTube email from a viewer who was asking me about his condition and slightly pessimistic about if food or diet would actually make any kind of difference to his rheumatoid arthritis. I believe he said that he's based in India, but I'll definitely email him back. But it just kind of got me thinking, and I had a few half an hour, so I thought I'd just talk about it. And kind of from my perspective, I think if you've been doing the same thing for all your life and you've ended up with rheumatoid arthritis, why not just try something really different to see if you do get a different result? At the end of the day, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got, right? I love that saying because it's so true. And on top of that, there's other benefits to eating that kind of keto lifestyle or paleo lifestyle, whichever kind of one you choose to pick. I think for me, keto has definitely been key and definitely helped me a lot more. But certainly, I think the less carbs I've had, the better. Not just carbohydrates, but also sugar in general. I kind of went off on a rampage on my last video talking about how I was just kind of going through a lot, and I ended up eating a lot of sugars, drinking quite a bit of wine. I completely let go, and in that very short time, my thumb, my wrist completely went off the rail. My foot pain came back, and this is pain that had been eradicated for about 8 months. I hadn't had any of the pain or the symptoms because I'd started doing keto, and then, I think it would have been about 4 weeks of just binging on whatever I enjoyed. I had the symptoms. So there's something in it that has allowed my body to relax and not feel the pain. Now, I'm not saying that the condition isn't worsening because to be quite frank, I don't know. I don't know if the condition is worsening or is still there and I'm just not feeling the pain because of the food, or if the condition has completely taken on a new form and I've gone into remission. I don't know what that is, and that's still something I need some time to work out, and potentially that's going to take, a year, maybe 2 years to really understand. But hopefully, I'm really hoping that in 2 years from now, I can look back and be completely happy with my progress and be in remission and be just totally free of all forms of rheumatoid, because this has been the most exhausting time of my whole life, quite frankly. But I also think this is something that I was thinking about quite some time. I also think your attitude linking into stress and how you manage stress is a huge factor as well. I noticed that for that period when I was consuming quite a lot of sugar, quite a lot of carbohydrates, I was in a really kind of mentally challenging place in my life. I was going through a lot, and my way of coping with all of that was to, have any kind of beverages I wanted, have any kind of foods I wanted, when in reality, that's no way to deal with, any challenges that you have in your life. And I should have been more, I don't want to say mature, because it's not immature to do those things. It's just a coping mechanism, and that's not the correct coping mechanism, especially key when you have rheumatoid arthritis or you have any kind of chronic pain whereby sugars and foods of certain natures can affect you. So that was a big learning for me, is how I manage the stresses of life, because they're never going to stop. Let's face it, if I can heal myself purely from eating the right foods, then that's a good news story. But if I try and go through my whole life going back and forth because of I've got stress, I don't have stress, then I am forever going to be in this battle. So I've really taken it upon myself to kind of understand where my stresses are coming from and understand other ways of dealing with my stress for example, going jogging, going out to the park. It's summertime here now, and that's made a big difference in my life. You know, waking up at 6 o'clock and being able to spend an hour in the park before I go to work. Or just kind of enjoying life's little pleasures. Yeah, just, you know, doing the things that really fulfill you and not trying to avoid challenges through eating and bad habits. That's been a big learning for me. But in terms of trying this for your rheumatoid arthritis or for your autoimmune disease, I would highly recommend it, because at the end of the day, if anything, you will have better health because you won't be eating so much sugars and carbs, which is bad for any human being, and you'll have a lot more energy and a lot more, you know, time to get up in the morning, and you feel really, really good. So it's not a waste for anything if you just change what you're doing for a small period of time. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm going to reply back to the viewer who messaged me, definitely. But if you have any questions, do let me know. I've got a whole little comment section, or you can email me, or you can join me on Instagram. But I think this is just like, you know, YouTube is like a really good platform to speak to people and really understand what other people are experiencing versus what I'm experiencing. So if you've got a YouTube channel, let me know. I'll definitely check out your videos. I'm really desperate to really understand what more I can do by way of improving my health, which will in turn improve my rheumatoid. Yeah, so since I kind of became, you know, really stopped eating the sugars and started fixing my mental state and doing everything properly, my thumb has become a lot better. You can never see it in a video, but it was this thumb. But yeah, that's become a lot better, and the pain in my wrist is completely gone. I would say 99% gone. The pain in my leg is still there. My foot is just still quite painful, but we're getting there one step at a time. I think for the last few weeks, my learning has been managing stress and managing my mental and emotional stability at any time in my life, because that's what's going to forever throw me off. So just some food for thought there. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you again next time. Let me know what you think, and please give me information. If you have any information, give it to me. Let me think about it, and let me try it out, you know. Let me help you. Let's do it together. For my next video, I'm thinking about doing like a biohacking video. I want to perhaps from Sunday all the way until Thursday try and do some juicing. So juicing some spinach and kale, maybe a small amount of cucumbers, and seeing how that might make me feel, in addition to having my my lunch. So I might do that, and I'll let you know how I get on with that and what differences it's made to my overall general health. And when I say general health, I mean that of my mental, my physical, and definitely my rheumatoid. So yeah, look forward to seeing you then. Take care, friends. Bye.